Hello, it's the news on PaceTv. My name is PRO-BIAFRA. The 3-week-long pro-Biafra protest turned bloody yesterday as a joint military task force killed 9 of the protesters and injured 18 in Onitsha, the commercial city of Anambra State. Dissatisfied by the stubborn disposition of the pro-Biafra agitators who blocked the Niger bridgehead and refused to give way to promotorists, the JTF, comprising of the Army, the Navy, police and civil defense troops, yesterday afternoon opened fire in protesting members of indigenous people of Biafra hip-hop and movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra Masob, killing 9 people and injuring about 18 of them. The Supreme Court on Thursday, December the 3rd, 2015, adjourned the ruling on Senate President Dr. Bukola Saraki's application to February the 5th, 2016. After hearing on the submission by both counsels, the Chief Judge Mahmood Mohammed, leading a panel of 7 other judges, said ruling on the matter will be heard next year. As part of the efforts to curb corruption in the country, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Mahmood Mohammed, vowed to weed out corrupt judges in the judicial system of the nation. This was part of Justice Mohammed's speech while addressing the newly appointed Federal High Court judges on Wednesday. He described the judiciary as the most potent public service with power of life and death. He also warned judicial officers to avoid using their power for personal gains. On the foreign scene, the Independent National Electoral Commission of Burkina Faso has declared Roch-Marc Christian Kabore as the winner of the presidential elections conducted in the country. The commission says 58-year-old Kabore, a former prime minister, secured 53.25% of the vote against his rival, former Economy and Finance Minister Zeferim Diabe, who gained 21.6%. Kabore's win makes him the second civilian to be elected president after almost 3 decades of a one-man rule. Oscar Pistorius has been found guilty of murder in the death of his girlfriend Riva Steenkamp by South Africa's Supreme Court of Appeal. The presiding judge, Justice Eric Leach, in his ruling this morning, ordered the original trial judge to impose a harsher sentence. The minimum sentence for murder is 15 years in prison. Pistorius is currently living under house arrest at his uncle's home in Pretoria, having been freed from prison after serving at least not more than a year behind bars. Still on the foreign scene, a former U.S. National Security Advisor to President Bill Clinton, Samuel Sandy Berger, is dead. Berger, whose reputation was later marred by his theft of classified documents after leaving office, had been suffering from cancer before finally bowing out to death at the age of 70. According to former President Bill Clinton, Sandy was a consummate national security advisor, the common humanity, and advanced the national interest. The late Berger was born in Sharon, Connecticut on October 28, 1945. Berger attended Cornell University and Harvard Law School. He worked for members of Congress and served as a U.S. State Department Deputy Director from 1977 to 1980. It's still the news on PaceTv. Coming up next after this break is business news. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. The Managing Director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Mr. Mark Cast, has said the company is targeting 20,000 megawatts of electricity by the year 2020 and would need $1 billion annually to achieve this target. Speaking on Wednesday at the public hearing into the activities of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, and distribution companies discourse as relates to infrastructure and billing by the House of Representatives Committee on Power, Cast noted that the money required is a huge sum. According to him, they have a long-term expansion plan that is determined to build 20,000 megawatt evacuation capacity by 2020, and the funding would be by external institutions. The TCN is, however, having difficulty in getting funds and now considering public-private partnerships, PPP alternatives. The Nigerian Communications Commission has reduced the $5.2 billion imposed fine on MTN Nigeria to $3.4 billion for flouting the regulatory body's directive on SIM deactivation. NCC has also given MTN until the end of the year 2015 to pay the proposed fine. It's still the news on Pace TV. Coming up next is sports. Welcome back. The Nigeria Under-23 team Dream Team failed to earn a straight semi-final place following a 2-2 draw with Junior Pharaohs of Egypt at the Africa Under-23 Cup of Nations in Senegal on Wednesday. Two well-taken kicks from the penalty shots Nigeria into a comfortable 2-0 at halftime. What has happened against Mali on Sunday, the Dream Team went sleeping in the second half and almost lost the match. The Dream Team must defeat Algeria in their last group match on Saturday to make sure of a place in the semi-finals. Canadian female tennis star Eugenie Bouchard will attempt to get her career back on track at the Hobart International after a head injury scuppered the end of her 2015 season. The 21-year-old, named one of the most marketable athletes in the world this year, showed her huge potential by making her Australian Open in 2014. She followed up that year by reaching the French Open semi-finals and Wimbledon final, reaching a career-high world ranking of 5 in October 2014. The Nigeria Professional Football League (NPFL) was among the world's leading football league that reached a decision in Paris, France on Tuesday, December the 1st, 2015 to form a new global organization that has been set up to work with FIFA on issues affecting professional football. Chairman of the league management company LMC, Shehu Diko, was one of the 23 heads of national professional league bodies at the meeting where the formation of the World Association of Leagues Forum. The first heard in England, a total of 23 professional leagues were involved in the meeting, which has led to the creation of a permanent association to liaise with world football's governing body. Coming up next is entertainment. Don't go anywhere. It's good to have you back. Super talented music producer Cobhams Asukwo has reminded those that had given up on love that indeed it still exists, as he shared a sweet tribute to his wife Ojuola as they celebrate their 5th year wedding anniversary. In his tribute, Cobhams stated that 14 years as my friend and 5 years as my wife, yet it feels like I just met you. He shared this on one of his social media platforms. Nollywood actress Nuella Njibigbo and Nollywood super producer Chidi Chikere are now legally married. The duo's path to matrimony was fraught with controversy as the producer's ex-wife claimed they started dating while he was still married to her. Since then, the newly wedded couple have moved on from the drama as they celebrated their traditional wedding in March 2014 and welcomed their baby in December 2014. The couple, however, made it legal at the Ikoyi Marriage Registry in Lagos yesterday. And with that, we come to the end of today's news on Pace TV. Thank you for watching. Once again, my name is Stella Ene Ian. Bye for now.